Hello, thank you for joining me here. I am 𝒂𝒏𝒆. My presentation is pick a regular expression, convert into NFA and then convert into DFA. In this slide, you can see presentation outline. So let's start the explanation. Here in the first section, regular expression. What is regular expression? Regular expression are used to denote regular languages. It can represent regular languages and operation on them. The set of regular expression over an alphabet is defined recursively as below. Any element of that set is regular expression. Here I shown an example of regular expression. Here the regular expression is parenthesis A union B asterisk A union B. In the next slide, here is the regular expression. From this regular expression, I will show how to design a NFA diagram. Here we circle the three states Q0, Q1 and Q3. Q0 is initial state and Q3 is final state. This double circle indicates that it is final state. Now from this regular expression we can see this Q0 goes Q0 itself with A and B. And next with A, Q0 goes to Q1. This mark indicates the direction. And next from this Q1 state with A and B, Q1 goes to final state. This is the NFA diagram of this regular expression. Now we go for next step. Here we shown the transition table of NFA. In this first column, all are states. Here A and B is input. From this diagram, we can see that Q0 state with A input, here it goes itself, and with A it goes to Q1, and here we write Q0 and Q1. The next Q0 with B input, Q0 with B input, it goes only itself. So here we write Q0. The next state Q1. Q1 with A input goes to Q2. Here we write Q2. And Q1 with B input, it also goes to Q2. Here we write Q2. The next state Q2. Q2 with A input, it goes nowhere, and also with B input it goes nowhere. So here we write this OR symbol. This indicates it goes nowhere, and this is the transition table of NFA. In this slide we will do our next step. Our second step is NFA to DFA transition table draw. In this transition table, firstly we inputted all these elements of the row same as here. If we look at this state, there are two different states, Q0 and Q1. But here we consider those states as a single simple state. Now in this transition table, with this input A and B, we will find the new states. When we find the new state in A and B column, then we will modify it. If it is not a new state, then we will take as it is. So here we can see this state is new, so we take it as a new state here. This new state Q0 and Q1. With this state on A input, here we can see with Q1 on A, Q0 and Q1, and Q1 on A input Q2. So making them union, we find Q0, Q1 and Q2. This is a single new state, and again Q0, Q1 with B input, here we can say B input, it goes Q0 and Q2, and making them union we get Q0, Q2. Here we write Q0, Q2. If we look at this state, it is a new state, so that we write it here. Now again with this state on A input, here if we see with Q0, Q1 and Q2 on A input, it goes Q0, Q1, Q2 and ORI. ORI is nothing, so we no need to take it. We take Q0, Q1 and Q2. Here we write Q0, Q1 and Q2, and this state, all of those with B input goes to Q0 and Q2. This ORI is nothing, so here Q0 and Q2. You can see here I write Q0, Q2. This Q0, Q2 is a new state. We can see here no state with Q0 and Q2. So we put it here Q0, Q2. With Q0, Q2 on A input, Q0 state goes Q0 and Q1, and Q2 state goes with A input ORI. It means nothing. So Q0 and Q1. Here we write Q0, Q1. Again with B input, it goes Q0 and ORI. So only Q0. Here we write only Q0. In this row, all are already included in our state. So here is nothing new, and our transition table is complete. In this slide, I draw DFA diagram from this transition table. Here you can see those states are drawn in this DFA diagram. The first state Q0 with A input, it goes to Q0, Q1 state, and here Q0 with A input, it goes to Q0, Q1 state, and Q0 with B input, it goes itself Q0, and here we can see with B it goes Q0 itself. And the next state Q0, Q1, Q0, Q1 with A input, it goes to Q0, Q1, Q2. Here we can see Q0, Q1 with A input, it goes to Q0, Q1, Q2, and with B input, it goes to Q0, Q2. With B input, it goes to Q0, Q2. The next state Q0, Q1, Q2 with A input, it goes to itself Q0, Q1, Q2, and here we shown Q0, Q1, Q2 state with A input goes to it itself, and with B input it goes to Q0, Q2, and with B input it goes to Q0, Q2. The final state is Q0, Q2. Q0, Q2 with A input, it goes to Q0, Q1. Here we shown Q0, Q2 with A input, it goes to Q0, Q1, and with B input it goes to Q0, and B input it goes to Q0. And this is our final DFA diagram. We already explained about this. Thank you very much for being here and for having patience with my video.